There's so many different foods to choose from and they're so costly. How do I even begin? I want to give you some basic fundamentals. When I first began my whole food nutrition and my education and learning about it and what the difference was, I really wanted to keep everything very simple. One of the biggest tips I can give you is shop in season. Shop in season means that you're going to be purchasing produce, you're going to be vegetables and fruits that are actually in season. So what that means is that we have an abundant array. If you live in the Salinas Valley, then you know what we're talking about. We're like called the salad bowl, right? So basically we have so much produce at a certain time, a certain season. Therefore, all that stuff's going to be more affordable. If you also can look at buying frozen foods, because if it's not in season, you really like something, like for example, cherries. I really love cherries during the summer, but I like having them during the winter. And so I will purchase frozen cherries. It is not that expensive to buy frozen fruit or frozen vegetables. What happens is the farmers, what they end up doing is they have an overabundance of their fruits and vegetables. So what they do is they freeze it at that time, which also preserves the nutrients, which is so important for us because we do not want to be eating wilted lettuce or old apples from who knows where. So it's really important to be eating in season. You're going to get the best bang for your buck. Also building relationships with local farmers or farmers markets. Also there's people who work for the farmers markets who are like the middle people, and you can build those relationships, and what you can do is purchase straight from the vendor. You're not only going to support a small business, but you're also going to put money back into their pockets for them and their family, but also serve yourself whole nutritious food. Another thing is when you're purchasing, make sure you shop around at all the different stores and see who has the best produce. A lot of times we go into the grocery stores, like for example, we have a close market here, and the produce is not all that. And especially if I go like on a Sunday versus like a Wednesday, there's certain days that they get their delivery and their shipment. Be aware of those. Ask the people that are working in the produce, when do you guys receive your produce? When do you guys actually get it and unbox it? So that you can go in and actually purchase fresh from there. Because you got to think about this. When it's sitting on the shelves or sitting in the produce baskets, the produce person their job is to kind of recycle, take out the bad apples and put the new ones in front. They're constantly turning it over, but if you don't know when it was actually sent to the store, you could be purchasing some like old apples from like 3 weeks ago and you don't even know it, and you're not even getting the proper nutrients. You also got to be mindful is that when they're in the market and they're on display, is that the employee or even the vendor, they actually spray chemicals and ingredients on their fruits and vegetables so that it can preserve and it can stay there and not get bacteria from the other environment. So they're not doing that necessarily to like put it directly towards us, and I understand that like we have